Fellas, it's that time of year, my favorite time of year, March. We got March Madness on our hands now. We got, as of right now, 43 minutes and 7 seconds until I can't edit my bracket anymore. This year's special, we got another opportunity on our hands to make another perfect bracket. Never been done before, so we're gonna try and give it another go this year. Some upsets I have that I wanna talk about are, I got Grand Canyon winning against Maryland in the first round, and I got Memphis going to the Sweet 16. My Final Four as of right now is Michigan State versus Florida and Duke versus Houston. There's going to be an upset somewhere. So I like Houston, Gonzaga to win those first two games, but Houston versus Gonzaga in that next round, that's going to be, it's like I got Florida, UConn in the West. I got Auburn, Louisville, Duke, Mississippi State. I have all the 8 seeds winning. That's not going to happen. So I think we're going to switch Louisville with Creighton. We're going to have Auburn beating Creighton. We've got Yale beating Texas A&M. I think that's a pretty big upset that a lot of people have. It just sucks that Ole Miss plays North Carolina in the first round. Another big upset people have is Drake and Missouri, and I'm not seeing that one. I think Missouri's going to make a run to the Elite Eight or the Final Four. They just have they've got a tough side. They got to play Texas Tech and St. John's, and the Johnnies are rolling. I think they're going to have to run it against Florida in the Elite Eight. I think that's what like most of the country has here. I'm leaving that at that. Like, I'm not touching that side. Florida and St. John's are going to make it out, and I'm very confident in that. In the South, though, I've got Michigan and Michigan State, and I really like that. Michigan's a 5 seed, and I like them beating Auburn, so we're going to have Michigan State advancing. I also like Michigan State. I've got Duke, Alabama in the Elite Eight on the East, and I'm just not sure about that. I think it's going to be Arizona and Duke in that Sweet 16 matchup, but I could see St. Mary's beating Bama. I'm going to switch St. Mary's, Bama. I've got Wisconsin and St. Mary's in the Sweet 16 on that east side, and then we're going to go St. Mary's playing Duke. I think Duke beats St. Mary's in that matchup. So we got Duke in our Final Four. I mean, I guess if you want to win a bracket challenge, you got to take chances. I'm just trying to picture the t-shirt that's going to be made when the Final Four happens, because I always love getting those shirts. All right, boys, this is the Final Four shirt from 2023, 2 years ago. Duke, Tennessee, Michigan State, Florida. I kind of like that, but shit's going to happen. We already know shit's going to happen. I got High Point beating Purdue in the first round and then playing Clemson in that second game. High Point's been on a 14-game winning streak, and Purdue's lost 6 out of their last 9. Gonzaga's going to win that first game. Xavier could beat Illinois. I think we might have to take a second look at that. Yeah, I think we're going to have to take a fucking look at this, boys. We're making a huge change here. We're putting the Zags, in the Elite Eight, boys. Don't count the Zags out. Don't count the fucking Zags out. They look good. They're a tournament team. All right, we got Gonzaga going to the Final Four. Fuck it. Will Gonzaga beat Duke? Since the start of this video, we've chopped the fuck out of our bracket. Like, seriously, we just chopped the shit out of our bracket. All right, our Final Four went from being 3 1 seeds and a 2 seed to now being 2 1 seeds, a 2 seed, and an 8 seed. So we got Michigan State, Florida, Duke, and Gonzaga. I think Florida and Duke are just 2 legitimate teams. Michigan State's a great team that can go on a run, and Gonzaga's got that tournament experience, great coaching, and they've been hot all season. They're an 8 seed, but they're only 25-8. They play some pretty tough teams. They beat Auburn. They beat Illinois by fucking 50 points. They beat Arizona by 15. Dude, they only lost to Kansas by 3, and they only lost to Kentucky by 5. And those are games that they could have won. If Gonzaga goes all the way, I called it. Like, I straight up called it. And I think St. Mary's is going to make a run too. I mean, they could possibly take down Duke as well. I don't think Michigan beats Michigan State if they end up playing each other. Iowa State could make a run, but I just don't really see them beating Michigan State. This might be Tom Izzo's last year, and I think he's got a really, really scary team. So, yeah, I've got Florida winning it, and my tiebreaker is 145 points scored. Florida versus Gonzaga in the final, April 7th. 145 points scored. I'm gonna win my bracket challenge. I'm pressing submit. I will show y'all. This is our bracket. All right, the big upsets that we're looking at though is we're looking at Grand Canyon potentially making a run, Memphis potentially taking down Florida in the Sweet 16, Drake in the opening round. Arkansas, Kansas, that's a coin flip. UConn, I could see them upsetting Florida before that potential Memphis game. New Mexico State, I think that's an upset. Lipscomb's a huge one that people are taking. I think Yale's a gimme. If UC San Diego takes down Michigan, that's going to bust plenty of brackets out there. It's going to bust a lot of brackets. I switched up to Creighton over Louisville. I think that's just a really fucked up matchup to have first round. Well, maybe even more fucked up than the Ole Miss UNC matchup. I've been a UNC fan since I was a kid, and now I'm a huge Ole Miss fan because I go here. UNC's my hard number 2, but it's tough to take Ole Miss, but I got to. I mean, that's my school, so we're rocking with Ole Miss. Rooting for Ole Miss, even though I took UNC. I'm just really trying to win this year's bracket. He could take Arizona on a run, and if they play Duke, that's anyone's game. I mean, Caleb Love still has that blue blood in him from when he played at UNC, so I could see them taking down Duke. That game means a little bit more to him. Alabama plays a fast pace. They've been there before, so watch out for them. Just a hard route to the final. Houston plays great defense, but if you want to win your bracket, you got to take upsets. So I've got Gonzaga going to the final. Yeah, and that's that. So that's going to wrap it up for the video, boys. Go Ole Miss, and hopefully we can make a run in the tournament. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.